Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, here's a thing that I want to talk about a little bit because this is kind of showing on how we have the Pride movement, or rather, the Pride LGBTQ plus community really going off the rails. Because again, not everybody that is gay, trans, etc., what have you, are on the part of the left, or is gay, or what have you, or whatever it may be. That is not the case. There are some Republican gay people, lesbians, etc. Okay, we all know this. We understand this. However, that being said, majority mostly swing left, and what we end up seeing is that if you do not cater to a certain ideology, or you switch for whatever reason, you could be bi, for that example, and you're like, oh, I want to be this. Well, guess what? It just shows that they don't really care. They'll switch on you in a flip of a hat. Now we have this here from them, or whatever celebrity, and JoJo Siwa's been getting a lot of flack because she's now dating a man instead of a woman, because that's a problem for some unknown reason. I see them flip me off. JoJo Siwa says LGBTQ plus community bullied her after dating Chris Hughes. JoJo Siwa is responding to the backlash she received this summer surrounding the discovery that she had begun dating Chris Hughes. The pop singer alleged that members of the LGBTQ+ community have bullied her, with one standing outside her recording studio for 2 minutes with their middle fingers up. And again, I hate this. And again, who does this exactly? What type of deranged lunatic does this? How can you be so absolutely deranged that you would go out of your way to go to somebody's house and put up a middle finger because of who they like sexually, right? That's odd. That's weird. I wouldn't do that, and I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're trans, gay, or whatever. If you wanna go have put your pipe into a tractor and you're attracted to that, by all means, go ahead and do it. I'm not going to stop you. Now, I may think you might be a little bit odd when you put your pipe into your rod into a tractor, but I'm not going to stop you, all right? Do what you want as long as you're not harming other people. I don't care. Apparently for these people, this is not allowed. You cannot switch to somebody else. Because, again, it's like these people seem to forget that there's bi people, too, that like both. In May, the Dance Mom star thrust herself into the headlines when she told fellow celebrity Big Brother UK housemate Danny Beard, "F the L, I'm going to the Q," as a means of coming out as queer. Prior to the series, Siwa had publicly identified as a lesbian, a label she announced in 2023. Following the show's airing, she broke up with her partner Kath Ebbs and began to date Hughes, a romance that developed while filming. That relationship is one of the hopes she hopes stands to the test of time. According to the interview, I had somebody that was designed for me at 16, and that happened to be a girl, and I have somebody that's designed for me now at 22. And I really, really believe for the rest of my life, she said this week on the radio of the podcast. According to Siwa, the pair are in a very happy relationship, and that she's thinking of an elaborate wedding, which is something that she had never craved before. But while on the podcast, Siwa and Smith discussed criticism the star has received. Now, here's another thing, too, that people just don't seem to understand, or leftists don't seem to understand because they're incapable of understanding anybody at all. She's 22. I'm 10 years older than this person, all right? And let's put this in perspective. Even when I was a kid, I was questioning things and all that great stuff. It was like going through the motions, very much straight behind you. That them females over there looking quite nice. Now, Siwa is not very attractive to me. I don't find her attractive whatsoever. She's not my type of woman, but, you get the drift. It's like everybody that's a teenager is going to go through things that is are going to have to shift, right? This is a part of growing up. This is part of being an adult. This is what it means being a teenager. I mean, as soon as you hit that 12 to 13, some people it's 11, you really just don't know what's going on. These things hit for women, the whole freaking period thing really hits them a flash. They think they're going to die. It's crazy. And you go through these emotions, you go through these hormones constantly as a teenager. This is kind of a normal occurrence. And some people question on what they are. Some they may think they're gay. Some may think they're not. I know a few friends that have thought they were gay and even dated some people that were of the same sex, and then end up coming straight. So I don't know what's we're doing this here. Like it's like you guys slam people for not being what you want them to be. I don't understand what's wrong with you people. Like you guys have a sickness and you need help. It says it's hard because it feels like my own family has turned a little bit. Siwa said over the pushback, "We are the LGBTQ plus community, not the LG community. It's a beautiful rainbow, and the number one saying of the queer community is love, and that goes both ways." The criticism of Siwa have been multifold. Some found issue with her FDL statement taken in concert with her subsequent positioning as an apparent trad wife. Because being a trad wife is apparently a problem to the far left. I don't know why that would be an issue. Again, I see a lot of my friends, wives, or whatever, becoming more of what we would call trad wife material, staying home with the kids, raising the kids. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's straight up just better for the children in general. And people trying to say like, oh, well, do this. Like, no, you have to make some sacrifices here. Yeah, you may be a little bit rough around the edges, but, it's better for the children. And of course, the left demonize that. They think it's a horrible, awful thing, and I don't think so. This is the difference between the morality and the insane people from the left and what we have now, that are just normal, walking, everyday people. Others felt abandoned and betrayed by someone they had looked up to as an important point of lesbian representation. Siwa addressed only the letter of criticism, saying that she and Fletcher had been able to bond and support one another as they had been the subject of similar critique. It's weird. I don't know how open or vulnerable I should honestly speak about this, Siwa said later, revealing that when she meets queer people, a guard comes up as a result of the experience. She encountered experiences where women she believes to be queer have made fun of her. I see them see me, and I see them laugh, I see them point, I see them roll their eyes. Now I see them come up to me and take a photo and run away. I see them flip me off while I'm driving. The experience has made Siwa aware of how brutal hate can be outside of the community and inside of the community, she says. I think people need to watch it because I can take it, but other people can't. I think older people in the community need to realize that the way that you treat me in this situation does affect me, she said, later specifying that she found queer and pansexual as applicable labels to her sexuality. I promise at all I'm very happy, I'm very loved, I give a lot of love, I feel a lot of love, I'm in a great place. Who is affecting is the people who are younger than us seeing what you're saying. So, yeah, that is what's going on with her. Now, here's one thing that I want to specifically put in here that we have. And I'm going to put this here. This is the big thing. I'm going to put this in big red lights here. I'm going to highlight it. She says later, revealing that when she meets queer people, a guard comes up. Why does she feel the need to have a guard come up when she sees people of the LGBTQ plus or these trans people or what have you community? Why does a guard have to come up here? You guys are supposed to be the loving and caring people, right? But yet you have pushed someone that was a part of your community or allegedly is still part of your community, and she even feels like a guard has to come up when she sees you people because you frighten her. Why that is that? Well, probably because you guys are inherently violent. You guys are inherently not good people. You will fear, as that's what your normal tactics are, for people to get your point across, to get your ideology, your sick agenda across here. And this poor individual has been with these adults her entire life that, or most likely, I would not be surprised, abused her or sexually or what have you. I would not be surprised this happened to her and why there's so much confusion within her life. And I actually feel bad for this person. Now, I do not care for this person. I have never cared for JoJo Siwa. I never ever watch her content. I think her content's weird and awkward. But at the same time, with this person here, I do not think that she deserves to be abused or to be hated or what have you. And this is what the far left does. They do this type of thing to where they castrate you, ostracize you, and put you outside of their community for anything. Oh, well, I'm gay. Well, I'm happy. I happen to switch. Maybe I'm bi. Oh, I'm gonna go date this person that is the opposite gender of me. You're a bigot. They don't care about you. They hate you inherently. And if you do not follow their agenda, their cult, they'll come after you. That is the left in a nutshell. And until it's like, it's crazy. You guys even bully your own. You hate your own. You're so evil. You're so bad that this is the occurrence of this. And of course, this is not every single left. This is not every single gay person, LGBTQ person ever, all right? I don't think all of them are like this. The problem is that we're seeing to where the community ostracizes people and hates them when they go an opposite way. Again, it's like these people completely forget that there is bi people, and they completely don't care whether she could potentially actually be just bi, and maybe like both. But no, because she dates somebody of the opposite gender, it's a problem, right? It's an issue, and she deserves to be bullied, hated, and attacked. Because these people are completely sane, right? These people are completely mentally well. Yeah, it's crazy. This is what we're living in here, where these far leftists are insane. They need help mentally, and we'll see where this goes from here. But again, this is just a common occurrence with these radical leftists in every regard. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.